Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. I'm New Era Farmer and this is episode 2 of British Farming 90s style. We've got quite an interesting day ahead. We've had quite a seriously bad weekend with the storm Ciara that's just passed over. Got to unload this fert. A load of fert came in this morning. 2 bags left to unload. Also have a very interesting surprise for you guys. We had a very unfortunate situation over the weekend with the old man doing some cultivating, and he got the Genesis stuck. So that's quite embarrassing, but he did get it stuck. So in his wisdom, he went down the road to a local sort of farm sale, and he has purchased a couple of very random things, and hopefully can get us out of trouble this cultivating season. But first of all, let's get this fert undone. Right, so at the farm sale, he managed to pick up an absolute minter of a 40 series 8340, so she's got the turbo, and hedge cutter set up. It is mint. It looks like it hasn't done a season's work, but apparently he had it for about 5 years on this hedge cutter, the farmer down the road, and this should do the job nicely for us. Just a bit of verge and looking after the edges and that, doing the trackway in. I think it's going to work out super. It was really cheap. Bit of a no-brainer. We can see our funds have almost halved because the old man purchased something else as well. I'll just park this back up and I'll show you. Right, so on this lorry is a very snazzy machine we have purchased. Very old school. I think it's one of the first imported to England. That should give you a little clue. It's pivot steer, it's very big, and it has a Cummins engine. We have a Ford 846 Versatile. Again, absolute minter. Farmer down the road, he really did look after it. And I'm going to put this straight to work. It's got the duals, big horsepower, big grip, big weight. Just what we need, because we are struggling to pull that cultivator. So the old man got the 70 series stuck, which is a rarity upon itself, but that storm Ciara really did cause us some issues. So I'm going to unload this straight away. Oh, so excited to drive this. Look at it, it's a beast. Big goods. Let's get it off. Nice and steady. It's a bit dated inside, but that doesn't matter. It's just a puller. Nice and steady. Nice and steady. And we're off. Awesome. Awesome, look at that. I am literally going to go and put it straight to work. We need to get some cultivating going. We need to finish the cultivating. So that storm really messed us up. He's made a mess of the field. We've only got a tiny bit more cultivating to do, and then we're done. So he definitely did just buy this on a whim. It's really cool though. This is an absolute weapon. I can't wait to see what it pulls like. It's going to be a bit tricky moving down the roads though. These duals, I might have to get the old Escort out. Just listen to the sound of it. She is purring. Right, we're at the field. You can see, look, he's had a couple of goes. I don't know why he's done the headland first. I have no idea what he's done. He just gets bored and just wants to drive how he wants to drive, but he's made a right mess of this field. And he's just dumped the cultivator there, just to get so we can get the tractor out. So I think we'll just pick off where he sort of left. back it up nice and steady. Right, first things first, I'll just make sure all the hydraulics work. Right, so, yeah, lift up, lift down. Cool. Turn the beacons off, we don't want them in the field. I don't think there's any more rain coming. I think we're dry for the rest of this day at least. It seemed to have dried out a little bit. You can see where he's got stuck there, look, squirming about. No, let's crack on. Right, we're in. We drop down, pull away slowly. £10 an hour. You don't even notice it's on the back. Right, we'll go through a few tips of cultivating. So, this was stubble before, it's been sprayed off, so it's pretty dead. But what we want to do, what we want to achieve is a really nice seed bed. It hasn't been ploughed, we couldn't get the ploughing in the end. So we're just going in with the carrier and hoping for the best. I'm going to stagger my runs and work in canters as such, just for ease. It's just nice loops, non-stop. Sort of, you just guess your gap kind of thing. I mean, it looks like there's three passes there, so that's about right. So in regards to setting up the carrier, I've got the discs on really aggressive to really churn that top layer up as such, really churn up the old foliage and grass, weeds and stuff like that. So they're really aggressive, which is why it's taken a lot of pulling. The packer rolls are just breaking up the clods afterwards. It's a pretty simple bit of kit to set up as such. The depth is done on the back ram, and we're as deep as we can go with it. Again, we want to break up as much soil as we can because we couldn't get the plough in. And to be honest, it's burying that trash really well. It's doing a really good job. I picked me straight line again, like ploughing, sort of pick it in the distance, pick something nice so you can keep your eye on. Again, we're just cantering back round, and I'm running my tyre sort of a foot away from the last run, which kind of looks like it's about right. And that is it, yeah. That is the gist of this Valistad carrier. Aggressive discs, deep as we can get it, and it should give us a nice seed bed to drill straight into. Oh, let's just appreciate that noise for a minute. Awesome. Look at it. This will be a pride possession in the old garage. Morning crows. Right, on that note, I think I'll just crack on. Cool, right, that didn't take too long. Really did crack on at 10 mile an hour with that. That field's all done, and that is the cultivations all done. We have literally finished all the cultivations. All seed beds are ready, all fields are ready for drilling, and we're just going to whack in wheat, I think. Literally all those fields are going to be wheat, which is going to be good, which will be episode 3, drilling. But first things first. This old girl, that had the overheating problem. It turns out it's a bit terminal, and we have got a faulty water pump, which is not good. The rad is okay, it just wasn't pumping the water around. I don't know where that leak come from though, but these do sweat power, you know, the old Fords. So we need to get that to the dealer, because I haven't got the tools. You can see I've got nothing. I've got no tools. I haven't got the tools to do a water pump. I can take the front weight off with this trolley jack though, or jump start things. That's about all I can do in this workshop. So we need to drop the plough off, we need to get the Ford on the lorry, and that needs to be taken to the dealer before they close. 2 hours, yeah, that's not too bad. But also, we need to take the old versatile off. You're so good, yeah. Take that off, and we need to grease up the carrier. That has seen some work this season, and I can imagine, yeah, she's a bit squeaky. We need to grease her up. Cool, right. Let's get this plough off the back of this. Right, so that's all loaded up. I think we'll just lift the ramps up and just rock on straight to the dealer. Big guns, big load. Let's roll. Oh, look at it. Look at it. I'd never want to get rid of that. Bum. Right, so we've made it in one piece. We had a few slow people on the way, but we're at the New Holland dealer. Hopefully they can have a quick turnaround with this, because I quite like to have the tractor back. Although we finished ploughing, it is kind of handy. Have a big heavy tractor. Right, let's get her off nice and steady, but I need to do it quick, otherwise she might cook up again and cause really bad engine problems, and we don't want that. Oh look, got some Manitou. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Oh look at that, an old, what is it, 7210? Oh, classic. As I said, drop it off there for us. I'll leave it. Let's have a look at this 7210 Pro. That is very nice. That is very nice. I might have to go and see how much it is and see if it's for sale. Shall we see if it's open? Let's have a look inside. It's open. Well, that looks pretty nice in here. Very simple. I like it. But enough of that. We need to get back. Need to get back in record time. So I do believe we have a load of seed arriving this afternoon, and I need to get back to unload that, but first I need to grease the carrier and put that away. Let's go. Home sweet home. Let's get this truck parked up. Right, before we go, just a quick guide on greasing up a carrier really. I've got it half unfolded but it's propped. I've put some jacks in place and I've put like a ram stop in to stop it falling down. And we're just going to have a quick check at the discs, make sure they're all there. And then on each disc there's a grease nipple, so we're going to grease all of them. Just check the tines are all okay, all in a nice straight line. Yep, that's good. A few grease points on the rams and stuff. Here. There's a few grease points on this pivot point here and the wheels and stuff. And again on the packer roll there's be grease points each end on the bearings. Same again for the wheel here, pivot point. And again, packer roll there, grease point each end. And then all the discs again have a grease point. So I won't bore you with that, I'll crack on with that. And I shall see you in episode 3 when we start the drilling. The wheat is going in. Cheerio!